Hello, and welcome to the Jenspiration Conversation. My name is Jennifer, and if this is the first time that one of my videos has landed in your feed, then I very much welcome you to this space. It means that the universe's algorithm has put this video in your feed for a reason. Returning viewers and subscribers, so much gratitude and appreciation for coming back to hang out with us here at the channel. The Jenspiration Conversation was created to talk all things spiritual, but here we keep it street. Street spirituality is the brand, and if that sounds like you, then you have found the right place. So, today's video is something that I got a bit of a download about. Spirit said, your house needs a reset. So, that means that they want me to pull a kind of a collective message around potentially which rooms, which pieces of furniture, which members of your family in your home need a reset. So the sun has returned, spring feels like it's here, and I went colorful with today's decor. As returning viewers know, I own a home staging business, so I have just a plethora of like staging items. I staged a house about, I don't know, a month and a half ago where I really leaned into primary colors. So I was packing it up and putting it away, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a video with all the primary colors because the world needs more color. I also did a video on that. I also did a video on home energy clearing and balancing and what your home is trying to say to you. So if you scroll down, that's in there as well. But today we're just going to pull 6 cards from my homemade oracle deck. So this deck is channeled, Spirit and I channeled it together. It's just, you'll see it's different rooms, different pieces of furniture, different family members. It might say you need a smoke cleanse. It might say you need to declutter. You might say it needs to be deep clean. You might need to add a crystal. So Spirit and I channeled this together. So we're going to pull 6 cards. Will every single message resonate with you? Probably not. If it does, then our energy is definitely really aligned. If every single message resonates, wow, like comment and tell me that it did, because that means our spirit guides are hanging out together. Will 1 or 2? Hopefully. My intention when I sat down to film the video is that it will reach those that it needs to reach. Spring is here. It's time to, out with the old, in with the new. My rule of thumb is if you haven't used it, touched it, worn it, sat on it, covered yourself up in it in the last 6 months, it's time to go. So let's get into it, shall we? First of all, before we do that, pause me if you want to, get a drink. Feeling a little fancy today. I wanted to stay on brand and on theme, so my water is in an orange plastic wine glass. Yeah, like that's how we roll around here. Okay, I pre-shuffled these, but I'm going to give it just 1 or 2 shuffles on camera. So Spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, source, passed on loved ones, whoever's here and has a message for the collective around, this is a terrible shuffle, around what rooms, furniture, people, who needs a reset in their space. Okay, I can't, my OCD won't let me end on a bad shuffle. I can't. Okay, that's better. There we go. All right, let's give it I'm gonna give it a little cleanse. Whew, ground ourselves. All right, Spirit, please share with the collective any rooms in their home, any spaces in their home that you told me needed a reset. Are there people, pieces of furniture, rooms that need a reset in the collective's home? Share with us now. I'm open and listening to your guidance. Let's see. What rooms, people need a reset? Spirit, maybe I shuffled these too good. Spirit's gone a little quiet. Just spit out a room for the collective spirit or a piece of furniture. Thank you. Okay, was that the only one? So the first one that came out is your partner. So whoever your partner is, whoever you live with, it could be your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever your partner is. When I channeled this message, it means them. They themselves probably need a cleanse. So they could do a smoke cleanse to cleanse themselves, or they could listen to a sound frequency just to kind of bring their aura into balance. But it also could be spaces that they occupy. So for example, if your partner spends most of the evening on one particular lazy boy, then that particular lazy boy might need a quick little smoke cleanse. So your partner came out as the first one. Now, when I channel these messages and do these readings, this isn't like your partner's in trouble or anything. It just means that their aura needs a little cleanse. The next one that Spirit's brought out is those of you with kids. The kids' playroom also needs a cleanse. So again, we can cleanse our spaces with sound healing. So you could put a frequency on. YouTube's got a lot of them. I've done another video on this, on sound and frequencies and vibrations. But you could just, key in home energy clearing sound frequency, home balancing frequency, home healing frequency. But the kids' playroom needs a cleanse. You can also put a crystal in there. You could put a couple pieces of selenite, or you could put in some clear quartz just in amongst the playroom, or you could give it a quick smoke cleanse. The other message that Spirit's come out with is some of you need to add some color to your home. And I just did a video on living in color and how we need to bring back more color to our spaces. I love what Spirit's doing here. I went colorful today, and Spirit's kind of reaffirming that message that look what color does. It just makes you happy. Don't be afraid to add color to your home. And if you don't want to paint your walls, that's fine. Add an accessory here and there. Buy a red candle, or a green vase, or a blue bowl for the kitchen. Just add a little bit of color to your space and watch how your frequency changes. Okay. Your car also came out. So your car needs to be cleaned, and I'm being called out on this too, right? Winter is over and it's spring, and my car needs to be vacuumed. So this one's for me and for you. Spirit wants us to clean out our cars. Spring is here. Let's get our cars cleaned out. Shiny, looking good. Get rid of the mud and the salt from our mats, and for those of us that live, where there's snow. Whoa. Do you want that one? Yes. Okay. Do you want these last two? Yep. Okay. All right. Just literally threw them at me. The basement storage. So those of you with a basement, the storage needs to be, when I channeled this, it felt more like it needs to be organized versus cleansed. So there's something about the basement storage that they are bringing to your attention. Maybe you've got a bunch of stuff down there that you're ready to donate. Spirit is like, go donate it. Stop tripping over it. Go donate it. So there's some of you that need to pay attention to some basement storage stuff. And this is a key one. This is an absolute key one, and I'm so glad they brought this out. So your entryway. So the entryway into your home sets the tone for the energy and the frequency. If you walk into your home and it is cluttered with book bags and shoes and keys and coats and unopened mail and newspapers and dog leashes and dog bowls and poop bags and all of those things, the new energy and the abundance that wants to come into your home is stopped right there, because then it just gets stuck in all the stuff and the energy and the frequency can't move through. Also, when you leave the house and you come home and that is the first thing you see, your energy, boom, stops right there as well, because it's so cluttered. One of the best feng shui practices you can do is to keep a clear entryway. It allows for new energy to come in through our doors, and it's clear to move through the rest of your house. And it should you should do a smoke cleanse every once in a while, because if you have a lot of people who live in your home, or you have a lot of people who come to your home, I mean, that's where their energy comes in, right? Is through your entryway. So give it a cleanse. And you can also keep a little jar or a little bowl of crystals in your entryway. And again, the two best clearing crystals to keep the energy clear is selenite and clear quartz. So I only wanted to do 6 today. I just feel like 6 was enough. So that's the message that Spirit came through with these 6 things. So your partner, or the places that your partner occupies a lot, the kids' playroom, Spirit wants you to add some color, which totally is a beautiful synchronicity for what I did today. Our cars need to be cleaned. Let's get on that, shall we? The basement storage, for some of you, there's some stuff down there that needs to be moved out. Because I did this in another video where I talked about our closets and the competing energies and frequencies. If there's a lot of stuff that's stored down there that resonates or vibrates with a frequency that you are no longer aligned with, but you haven't removed it, that energy doesn't know what to do, because you might be vibrating at a brand new frequency, but all this stuff that you have in your basement is still there. The energy of that stuff still is sitting there. So Spirit's like, clean it out. It needs to go. Spring is the perfect time to do that. And I cannot reiterate how important your entryway is. It's so important. The door that you use to come in should be clear. It should be cleaned. It should have a smoke cleanse done to it. And like I said, you can keep a little bowl of crystals. I go into more detail in another video. So if you scroll down, I think it's called "What is Your Home Trying to Tell You?" And you'll see that I have some smoke burning over here. And in that video, I show you how you can give yourself a quick smoke cleanse and how you can give your home a smoke cleanse. So, my friends, cheers to spring. Cheers to adding some color. Cheers to getting that entryway clear. Cheers to getting all of this stuff cleared up and ready to go. I very much appreciate your time and energy for hanging out with me here at the Jenspiration Conversation. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.